Welcome to today's Oracle message. My name is Yaila and my hair is going wild. Um, today's Oracle card comes from the deck Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. And the artwork is by Danielle Noel. The artwork in here is so incredibly stunning. I love the layers in the pictures that she creates. And full disclosure, whenever I get a new Oracle deck or I have an Oracle deck, I don't sift through every single card and look at every single card that's available. What I tend to do is just shuffle through the deck, and when I'm being called to pull from each Oracle deck, whatever card pops out or cards, that is how I learn about the deck. So the card that came out today, I've had this deck for a few years now. I have never gotten this card, but this popped up for the collective. This one is Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? So right away, when I'm looking at the card and just kind of taking in the image, obviously the first and foremost thing you see is a woman holding a sword right front and center, and it's a big, huge sword. You can kind of see she's almost, I don't want to say hiding behind it, but she's definitely behind the sword. Her full face you can't see. There's just the one eye kind of peeking out. She looks like she is in some type of armor. I'm hearing cosmic armor is the description that popped in my mind. But she's in some type of armor. She looks like she's getting ready to step into action because her hair is way too pretty from battling something out, being complete. So it's stepping into something new. And she looks like she's standing in front of what looks like maybe a castle, a really grand structure, but then she is surrounded by that beautiful ray of pink light behind her. She's got some clouds, she's got some flowers around her, some wildflowers around the sides, but then she's also got those peonies right um, surrounding her as well. So this card, just kind of check in and see what it means for you. And while you're doing that, the messages, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Of course, on my Instagram, I post every single Oracle card and the guidebook descriptions. But the very first sentence on here for the guidebook is, "You are here for a reason." And the very last paragraph that I really resonated with was, "Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then, as uncomfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track." So, what can happen, especially since we've been in this energy of what are you manifesting? What are your heart's desires? You probably have that deeper calling within your heart to be doing something, a certain type of person in the world, or having some type of experience with different people, places, and things. You have this deeper calling for yourself. But many times what happens, and what I see, I've been working on this with myself, I work on it with clients, we tend to get these immediate afterthoughts from whatever first intuitive thing that, maybe I can do this, and like, or maybe I want to do that. And then all of a sudden we get these doubtful, fearful thoughts that pop up right afterwards, talking ourselves out of that initial inspiration. Many of those thoughts are, I'm not good enough, I don't know enough, can't do it, don't have the right resources, don't have the money. There's all these fearful thoughts that come flooding in immediately after. And that's just our brain trying to keep us comfortable and safe based off of our previous programming of what is quote unquote safe, right? But the whole message in this Oracle card for today is really looking at, and it's speaking into those fears. They're not valid. They're just to show you that you are on the right track. You're facing the right way to step into what your heart is calling you to do. Stepping into those deeper heart callings it takes a lot of courage, because many times what happens is your whole entire world can shift and change. And you as a person probably will shift and change. You're not meant to stay stuck. You're meant to step into your heart's calling. And even though this card says warrior woman, it's for anybody, male or female. And when I think of the description of it being a female, like in the female form on this card, to me, that's just the embodiment of the feminine energy, which is for me about creation. It's about nurturing. It's about taking what you're given and multiplying, expanding it out versus masculine, which is very logical, very straightforward, very singular focused, very logistical. You know, the feminine energy is very intuitive. It's taking in all of the messages from all of your senses and manifesting that, creating, how do you make those direct intuitive hits? How do you expand that? How do you create that? But not letting those fearful thoughts hold you back. So that is today's Oracle message. I hope you have a beautiful day. Ooh, getting a little risque. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.